In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to replace the front brake pads and rotors on this 2019 Ford Escape. On my channel, I make quick, efficient, and informative how-to videos, as well as documenting exciting adventures where I buy broken cars to fix and upgrade. Welcome to Break the Bank Garage. If you enjoy what you see, hit the subscribe button. Before you start, you gotta jack the car up and get it on jack stands, safety first, and then remove the front wheel. My demonstration will be on the passenger side, but the process will be exactly the same on the driver's side. First thing we're gonna do is remove this spring clip by taking both thumbs, pushing right there until you can see these are ready to pop out and not hooked anymore. And you can pull them right out. Next, we'll remove these two plastic caps covering the caliper bolts. These will just pull out of these rubber boots. Inside the rubber boots, you have a 7mm Allen head bolt. You can take that off. That was the bottom, and this one's the top. Now you may need a flathead screwdriver or something to pry with, but you should be able to remove the caliper from the bracket now. Now use a hook or a bungee cord just to hang the caliper out of the way. Now in order to slide the rotor off, we need to remove the caliper bracket, which is held on by two 18mm bolts. Take those bolts off and the bracket will come right off. Now your rotor is ready to come off. You're going to take a large hammer and get it off if it's stuck by hitting the surface here or hitting between the studs. If you need to, you can come hit from behind. On this vehicle, I'm not going to be replacing these, so I don't want to hit it with a hammer and damage it getting it off. But if you are replacing them, once you get it off, you just clean up the rust on the surface underneath and then put the new ones back on. With the caliper bracket off the vehicle, before we put it all back together, we're going to use a wire brush to clean up where the pads touch the bracket, right here and right there. With those spots all cleaned up, you can take some brake caliper grease and just apply some grease to those surfaces. Now with the rotor on and the bracket cleaned and greased, we can reinstall it using those 18mm bolts. Now on the caliper, you can remove the old pads. That one will just pull straight out. Now we have to compress the piston back into the caliper. This can be done with a C-clamp. If you put one of the old pads right there and just tighten down the clamp, it'll push it back. But I'm going to be using this special tool. Now you can install the new inside pad to the caliper and fit the new outside pad right into the bracket. With the new pads in, you can slide the caliper right over the bracket. Now on the slide pin bolts, just put some more brake parts grease and then slide them in and line them up. The easiest way to do this is using your socket as a handle. And go ahead and tighten those up. Don't forget to reinstall both of these plastic covers. So the last thing to do other than putting the wheel back on is to reinstall the spring clip. Just line up the two outer ends here and there and then press it on similar to how you took it off until the two little hooks go in the holes and it clips right in. And there you go. It's as simple as that. Now you have new pads and rotors on your Ford Escape. Don't forget to pump the brake pedal a few times until it firms up. Then you can put the wheel back on and tighten the lugs down to 100 foot-pounds of torque. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, in just a moment there's going to be a little circle in the middle of the screen. You can click to subscribe. On the right, I'll put up another video on this car, and on the left is just a fun video I think you might enjoy.